giant dome was suddenly dropped down on a town. If that town was WonderCon, obviously with the nerd skills right here, we could turn this town into a spaceship and colonize another planet in a matter of minutes. If it was a small New England town, however, the results would be a little less happy and a little more scary. That is the question that this amazing crew has gathered to put together in this series. And more importantly, the question of how do you adapt a monumental 1,000-page Stephen King book into a TV series. Let me bring out the crew who is doing this today. First of all, I'd like to bring up the executive producer of this show. Mr. Neil Baer comes to the show. He was from extraordinary background in television. He was, for 11 years, he has been the executive producer of Law & Order SVU. He worked on ER previously with Steven Spielberg. He's been nominated for 7 Primetime Emmys. Emmys has won 2, and very importantly, to a show that's filming on a remote location. He is an actual doctor and a graduate of Harvard Medical School. Please welcome the producer of the show, Neil Baer. Jack Bender, also the executive producer, comes from an extremely accomplished television career, including having worked on Alcatraz, Sopranos, Carnival, Judging Amy, Alias, and Lost, which he not only executive produced but directed 38 episodes of. He is also an accomplished painter and has a show coming up this year, a benefit show of his paintings to benefit the Beit Yeshuva Rehab Center. Please welcome Jack Bender. The producer and writer of the show is something of a Comic-Con and WonderCon icon. He is one of the great comic writers of the contemporary times. He is the creator of the shows of the comic book series Y, The Last Man, Ex Machina, Pride of Baghdad, and his latest standout hit, Saga. He specializes in stories featuring the collapse of civilization and is one of the rare comic book writers who has made the transition to working for the screen, having been drafted to serve on Lost and bring his expertise there. He now brings his comic book vision to filling out the world of Under the Dome. Please welcome Brian Vaughn. Rochelle Lefevre is an accomplished actress. She's been seen in Twilight, What About Brian, Boston Legal, and Swingtown. She is a Quebec native with a degree in literature. She is also an accomplished chef and baker and a supporter of animal rights and pet adoption. Please welcome Rochelle Lefevre. And finally, playing the bad guy of the show, Big Jim Rennie, is a man who has become an icon of cable television, star of the show Breaking Bad, where he plays Agent Hank Schrader. He's also a graduate of Harvard College and the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, and has appeared in a host of TV shows and films other than Breaking Bad, including X-Files, West Wing, Little Miss Sunshine, and Starship Troopers. Please welcome Dean Norris. Please start right here. So I want to start just to break the ice with a question you've all no doubt had some time to think about while making the show and preparing